Hello and welcome to today's video. In this video, I'll be talking about file paths. So file paths simply point towards files. They can be on your website or they can be hosted on external websites. So they are often used for web pages, linking style sheets, images, videos, and JavaScript. So there are two ways to write this. You can write this as an absolute or relative path. And this difference is absolute paths are mostly used for external files that are not hosted on your website. And you have to type the full URL. That includes the HTTPS, www, all of that. You have to type the full URL. While a relative path is mostly used for internal files. The files can be found on your website. You write them relative to the current web page. So now that is just basically absolute and relative paths. I'll bring an image into this to demonstrate. IMG. Okay. I'm going to create an image tag. I've never taught you this. Don't worry about that. So with the image tag selected, I'm going to set the source to that Mickey image. So alternative text. Mickey is free. So this is a relative path. As you can see, I just put /img.jpg because this is a jpg img. But if the reason it's like this is, okay, let me go live so you can see it. So here's the site right now. As you can see, the image is loaded on the site. I'm just going to add maybe a header, a h, so Mickey is now free. So Mickey is now free. So let's go and see that. Mickey is now free. The image is here. But if I want to link an external image, for instance, I'm going to say, all right, so right now I've gone to an external site called Pexels. This is where I get most of my photos and videos, my stock photos and videos. I'm just going to right click on this, open image in new tab. This will reveal the link to the image. I'll copy that, bring that in here, create an IMG, paste it in the source. So now when I save, and you'll notice I had to put the https img.com, images.pexels.com. You have to put the full link because this is not hosted on your site. It does not know where this image is. Unlike this one that you can just reference it like relative to this. It doesn't know where the image is. You have to put the entire part. So if I go to my browser now, under that you can see the image. But if for some reason I fail to put that, let me just go to the I'm going to remove it, all of that, go to my browser. You have noticed the image is gone. You can't locate the image. So I'm going to undo that, and right now we should see the image once again. I'm going to create a folder, call it images. I'm going to create another folder, call it web pages. Okay, so right now the image is in the same folder as the index. So if I save and check it, it's there, it's showing, there's nothing wrong. But if I move this image, for instance, to a different folder, move. So I've moved this image to a different folder now. It's no longer with the index.html. It's now inside images. I'm going to save and check it. There's no image there. So the way we can now link this is I'm going to say images. So this is how you write it. You're pointing out that the folder images, you go into that folder and pick the image. So you're telling it that this images folder is in the same location, just the way we did with the image before. We just typed it like that. You're saying it's in the same location as the current web page. So if I check it now, Mickey is there. So what if I'm going to put the index.html inside web pages, and I'm going to bring the image, it's outside now. So what this means is index.html needs to access this image, but the image is inside the parent folder. So how we can access that is two dots forward slash. It will bring up the parent folder. So see all the files here. I'll now just type image.jpg, and just like that, it should be working fine. Oh, okay, sorry. I need to stop this, and you can also right click and just open with live server, or you can press Alt plus L. So I'm going to say this, okay. All right, so good. In case you got stuck, so you can just right click, open with live server. It will work. I'm going to close this. So as you can see now, we're accessing the image. Even though the image should be in the parent, we're able to access it. So now, what if the image is in the parent, but it's in a folder in the parent? So I've moved it back to the images folder. So now we have the web pages. That's where our index.html is. All right, so now we have the web pages. That's where our index.html is. And we have images. That's where our image is. So how do we jump from these web pages to the images? So just go ahead and try it. Let's see if you can pull that off. So I'm going to pause for 10 seconds. Attempt that. If you can't, just no problems. I'll show you how it's done. All right. So if you're able to do that, congratulations. If not, no problems. It'll take a while to get used to. So first off, we're going to come from the index.html. We'll need to leave this folder into the parent folder. So we're going to do // So from the parent folder, we're now going to enter images. That is going to be images /. Then from the images, we can now select the image, img.jpg. Save that and check our browser. Boom, it's working. So that is how you work with paths. And this doesn't only work for images. You can use this for videos, like I said. You can also use this for JavaScript, for CSS, and for external, for other HTML. I've not demonstrated all of that yet because I've not taught you CSS, JavaScript, and working with multiple pages. But as I'm teaching you hyperlinks, I'm going to teach you how to do that, and we will revisit this in the hyperlink example. All right, thank you. That's it for this class. So in the next class, I'm going to teach you how to work with images. So look forward to it. All right, thank you for sticking by to the end. If you feel this video helped you, please drop a like and feel free to subscribe for future content. I also have a website and a Discord where I'll be dropping most of my free content, so check that out. Also, feel free to support the channel on Ko-fi to aid the making of future assets and videos. Alright, that's all for now. See you in the next video.